power that we run. It's very nice to hear that you're using some of that old equipment. We do occasionally bring out one or two of our old radio receivers. You probably...
Okay, the topic of today is this 1954, I think, Central Electronics CE20A transmitter. I got this about a year ago, and I wanted to, something to match the 75A4, and I also wanted to be able to do like vintage single sideband. So I did a bit of reading, and I figured that the 20A would be a very good candidate to find. So I'm not gonna go through all of the history with Central Electronics, but you can say that they were like the pioneers of single sideband, and they offered that commercially to hams back in the 50s. So it's quite interesting. The special thing with this transmitter is that it does not contain any filters. It doesn't use filters to generate single sideband, like a steep filter to cut off the unwanted sideband. No, this transmitter uses the phasing method of generating single sideband. And I cannot really explain how that works, but it involves phase shifting the audio and the RF, and that together combined creates single sideband. This transmitter, it puts out about 10-12 watts. You would have to add your own power amplifier. You would also, it needed a VFO. They modified ARC5 transmitters. Central Electronics even offered a kit-built an ARC5, a BC458 that you could convert to use as a VFO. Anyway, this transmitter, it needed a bit of a rebuild. I replaced a lot of these capacitors, all of the electrolytics and the paper, waxed paper capacitors. I just went ahead, replaced all of them, and did a full alignment. This transmitter does not have a PTT, or push to talk, so these were designed with a box circuit, and it works amazingly good actually. It's a 6AL5, which rectifies the amplified audio, and it pulls in the antenna relay, and it's not too bad actually. So I don't think I will add a PTT to this, to be honest with you. But here we can switch between the VFO and crystal. This is our carrier insertion knob. So say if you want to do CW, you just max the carrier, and the same goes for when you're tuning. You want to add the carrier into the mix. These two knobs, they spell out carrier null. So with these, we null the carrier by putting this switch into carrier null, and we can look at the magic eye. Well, actually, I think we're going to do that right now. Let's put it in calibrate, set it as carrier null, and we can see that if I imbalance this, you can kind of see the at the RF indicator. So we're gonna minimize that deflection like so, and that is how we null the carrier. Speech level, well, this is our mic gain, our modulation knob. So we got sideband 1 and sideband 2. And this transmitter generates single sideband at 9 MHz. That single sideband signal gets fed into a mixer. So we mix the 9 MHz with the VFO frequency to get the desired output. So we can, for example, for let's say 20 meters, we can supply 5 MHz, or let's see if I can do the math, or 23. So 5 plus 9 is 14. 23 minus 9 is 14 as well. So depending on if you're going with low side mixing or high side mixing, you get opposite sidebands. So they didn't mark upper sideband or lower sideband because that would vary with the injection frequency. We got AM, we got phase modulation, so basically that's like FM. And we got CW. Mixer tuning, the 6BA7 mixer. We have the band switch. Covers from 160 to 10 meters. The amplifier tuning. So we're gonna tune up. I'm just gonna show you how the RF indicator looks. Like so. I put it in manual. I increase the carrier, and we can see, yeah, we back down the indicator level. We tune the mixer. Seems about right. And we tune the plate or the amplifier tuning. And I have the watt meter off camera. I can see we're doing 10 watts, right? So 10 watts carrier. Put it into Vox. I'll bring the microphone over here. And 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so we are tuned up on 20 meters. 14251 or thereabouts, and we're gonna spot the transmitter in the receiver, and yeah, up here we have a power amplifier. So we're putting out 300 watts, close to 300 watts into my hex beam antenna. This is an old build. I got this a couple of years ago and it's been sitting out in the barn. I replaced the capacitors, the high voltage capacitors, and I did some modifications to the output filter. But now it works good. It's a grid driven linear. It's got two 813s, they're grid driven, so it's quite suitable for this low power exciter. So we'll just turn this to cal, and we're gonna see where we're at. And then we have 0 beat. We'll go back to box. Just gonna check the carrier now real quick. We can tune that up a bit. Like so. And we should be all set. CQ 20 meters. This is Sugar Alpha 2 Charlie Lima Charlie. Yeah, Golf 0 Charlie Whiskey Bravo. Come again?
Yeah, Sugar Alpha 2 Charlie Lima Charlie. Golf 0 Charlie Whiskey Bravo. I'll make it up in this video.
Want to about this here. Such relatively not too good of conditions here on 20. You're at 5, 8 to 5 and 9. Name is Mike Indicio Echo. I'm located in the central part of the UK, about 18 kilometres to the north of the city of Birmingham. Sierra Alpha 2 Charlie Lima Charlie, Golf 0 Charlie Whiskey Bravo.
Hey. Go ahead. Some 3RS, come again?
Yes, brief good afternoon to you. The call sign here is Golf Bravo 3 Radio Sierra. I hope I wasn't interrupting there, but you're a nice strong signal with us this afternoon. I thought I'd give you a quick call. So back to you, SA2CLC from GB3RS. It's very nice to hear that you're using some of that old equipment. We do occasionally bring out one or two of our old radio receivers. You probably spotted, if you've got access to the web there, that we're located at Bletchley Park. And they do run special events from time to time. We bring out the HRO. One or two of the operators here are quite fluent in Morse. We'll have a CW day, but otherwise the equipment here is fairly modern. We're running a 3-element antenna on the roof of the museum block here, obviously pointing in your direction. So, I'll give you the name. The name here is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November, and I'm one of the operators here at the National Radio Centre. Friday is my usual working day. So back to you. I think I've got the name as Tom or Tommy. So back to you, SA2CLC from GB3RS.
7 Whiskey Lima Portugal C7WLL Portugal. We have 5 and 9 plus in the centre of the UK.
Yeah, Golf 7 Whiskey Lima Portable.
Alpha Charlie Bravo, share to 5 i København. Kom. Kilowatt, please go away. Lima Bravo, yes, to know that speeding of any over.
Sierra Papa.
Sugar Papa 6 Kilo Mike India 4
Lima Charlie standing by.
Foxtrot 4 Alpha Lima Papa.
Yeah, Fox 4 Alpha Lima Papa.
November 3, Mike Alpha Charlie. QSO to me 73. You report in Belgium 58, 59, very good modulation. Very strong. Okay, back to you.
Thank you for your call. My name is Steve Sierra Tango Rico Rico from northeast Italy. Thank you very much for you.
So this is Sugar Alpha 2 Charlie Lima Charlie. Yeah, I got Mike 7 Victor.
Mike 7 Victor Whiskey Tango Victoria Washington Tokyo QSL.
Yeah.
Victoria Tom.
Yeah, see, some ending Sierra Victoria, come again.
Good afternoon, Tom. Mike 0 Bravo Sierra Victoria 49 plus 10 near Cambridge. The handle Tom is Andy, Roger.
There you got it. These old things can still do their magic. It works and it's really fun. And thanks for watching and stay tuned for more. 73, bye bye.